They do just feel so nice. And I can wear anywhere from like a size 2 to a size 6. So you could just buy a bigger size and it's a little looser. If you want. Because you would probably wear those after too. Yeah. Yeah. I know. I never know. I never know. Oh, hello. You're back for more? Love it. Love it. Did you have to leave last time because of a meeting or something? Okay, cool. I was like, just as long as you don't leave because you're like, I hate this. It's good to move the body, right? As you should. Awesome. Yeah, it's just like different muscles, right? Different places that you didn't even know were there. Make sure my music's working. What's your name? Rena? I'm Katie. Nice to meet you. Have you done yoga before? Oh, okay, cool. How did it go with Maddie, by the way? Do you like her? Everything went smooth? Uh-huh. Like softer? Do you guys want softer? Or just whatever? Yeah, that's true. That's true. And you guys mostly just do what I tell you to do, so. Courtney, do you have any requests? No? Okay. What were you saying? Sorry. Oh yeah. You guys need that? You want it? Is Kevin not here today? I'm like, Kevin, where you at? He's struggling? Oh. Do you need it? I don't care, but do people, you guys feel uncomfortable? The windows at least are frosted. Could put it. If they are, then they're just jealous, basically, that they're not us. I'm just kidding. Yeah, maybe they're like, maybe I should do that. Okay, somebody's joining us. Yay. Somebody on Zoom skis. Who we got? Rich. What's up, Rich? Okay, I'm gonna mute just in case anybody else joins so they're not making noise or anything. Okay. And let's do it. Let's do it. I'm just creeping you out a little bit for fun. Because you're in my ear right now. Nobody. Okay. Let's start, friends. Yeah, that's gonna get it. Let's start in a comfortable seated position. So any way you want to sit, this is called easy pose with one ankle in front of the other. It's like cross-legged, you can kneel, so whatever feels best in your body. And then take a moment and just kind of move your upper body a little bit. Maybe reach your arms up, maybe twist, maybe roll your head or your shoulders around. So just getting a little physical feedback. And then eventually settle into stillness. Close your eyes. Rest your hands maybe on your lap, maybe hands to your heart, maybe even one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. And just start to tune in eventually to your breath. So see if you can feel into the rise and fall, the expansion and contraction of each inhale and each exhale. And then next time you breathe in, just fill up as big as you can. Take a moment to hold at the top in fullness. Maybe even sip in a little bit more. And then open your mouth, sigh it out, let it go. Yeah, again like that. Inhale, fill up. So breathe all the way down into your low belly, low back, all the way up into the crown of your head. Hold. And big open mouth sigh, release, let it go. One more time, biggest inhale you've taken all day long. Fill up as big as you can, sit up as tall as you can, hold in fullness. Open your mouth, sigh it out, let it go. Feel your lips now and start to drop into Ujjayi breath. So in and out through your nose by way of the back of your throat. So the inhale is just like you're taking a really deep slow motion gasp. The exhale is like you're fogging up a window, and then your lips are sealed on top of the breath. So see if you can start to create that whisper noise, that oceanic sound with your breath. Breathe slow and steady and really deep. Be patient with your breath and follow it with your awareness. And really use your breath to anchor you into the present moment. So letting go of past and future and really landing in the here and now. If Ujjayi breath doesn't quite click for you today, no big deal. Just breathe intentionally, as big as you can, as deep as you can, in any way you can. As you are ready, take this breath with you and come forward to your hands and your knees, so tabletop position. And then start to move with your breath through some cat-cows. So spread your fingers nice and wide. Inhale to lift the crown of your head, lift your heart, lift your tailbone. Let your front ribs spread. And exhale to round, curl in, hollow out. Chin to chest, belly button pulls in and up, and even push the ground away. Go back and forth through these two movements a few more times with your own breath. Maybe closing your eyes and moving really intentionally. So feeling the movement through your spinal column, feeling the movement through your neck and your shoulders. Feel the different tilt of your pelvis as you go back and forth. See if you can find mobility, not just in your upper and your lower back, but also right in the middle of your back, right in the center of your spine. Good job, you guys. Finish the round you're on, or maybe take one more round. And then bring it back to a neutral spine position. So just regular hands and knees. Make sure your knees are at least hips width distance apart, maybe even a little bit wider. Take your right arm out to the right and then all the way up. Inhale here. As you exhale, thread your right arm through. So reach through as far as you can and then come down to rest gently outside of your shoulder, outside of your head. You can take this wherever you want. So if there's a variation you want to explore, feel free. You might wrap your left arm behind your back. You might use your left hand to press into the ground. Make sure you're relaxing your shoulder and your head down. Feel a connection to your center. So belly button pulls up. It's like there's a rope attached to your belly button and it's just tugging up gently. Take a couple more breaths. Good job, you guys. If you do happen to have your left hand lifted, put your left hand back on the ground. And then next time you breathe in, unthread your right arm and reach it all the way up one more time. Set your right hand down. Tuck your toes, lift your knees, and lift your hips, downward facing dog. So take a moment to just walk it out in your down dog. Pedal out your heel. Maybe shift your weight from side to side. Maybe give your head a little shake or a little nod. So pressing into your hands as you spread your fingers really wide. Lift your hips as high as possible. Again, that invisible rope attached to your belly button. It's pulling up and it's tugging back. So feel a lift that comes from your center. If it works better for you, bend your knees and keep that bend in your knees. You do not have to straighten your legs. You do not have to bring your heels to the ground. Take one more big inhale. Lift your butt as high as you can. And then as you exhale, just set your knees down again gently. So coming back to hands and knees, make sure your knees are at least hips width distance apart. Thread the needle with your left arm. So left arm reaches out and up. Inhale here. Exhale, thread your left arm through. Reach, 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 and then come down to rest outside of your shoulder, outside of your head. And any way you want to explore on this side. Breathe into your back body. So see if you can feel your breath expand into your upper back, mid back, all the way down into your low back. Soften your face, your forehead, your jaw. Think about 2 more rounds. If you do happen to have your right hand lifted, bring your right hand back down. And then next inhalation, unthread your left arm. Reach it up, open up through the left side of your chest, your heart, and exhale, left hand down. Once again, tuck your toes, lift your knees and your hips, down dog. So take a moment, breathe into your down dog. Hips super high, spine super long, push the ground away. Take one more big in-breath. Exhale, look to the top of your mat, and however you want to get there, forward fold. So you can step, tiptoe, hop. Be in your fold for a moment, feet about hips width distance apart, or maybe even a little bit wider. All of your toes face directly forward, and then grab opposite elbows, ragdoll. You could also kind of fold your arms, so bring your hands to inside your elbows. Little bob or a little bounce. See if you can lean forward, so more in your toes, less in your heels. You can bend your knees a little or a lot, but focus on lifting your butt as high as you can. Relax your neck. Take one more round. Inhale, halfway lift. So release your arms, spine nice and long. Stick your butt out, reach the top of your head forward. Exhale, fold. This time, rise to stand. So inhale all the way up, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. With your breath, inhale, reach up and stretch. Exhale, lead with your heart. Stick your butt out behind you all the way down into your fold. You can bend your knees a lot. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold, let it go. Root through your feet, heart leads, rise up. So bend your knees as you rise, arms to the sky, big stretch. Hands to heart, exhale. Let's do one more round just like that. Tons of awareness. Inhale, reach up. Don't lean back into your heels as you dive down. So weight is in your toes. Again, bend your knees. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, bow, let it go. Press into your feet, lead with your heart all the way to stand, arms to the sky. Good job. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, take your arms up. This time as you exhale, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers here. Roll your shoulders back and down, shoulder blades hug your spine. You might even press your palms together, squeeze your elbows towards each other, bend your elbows. See if you can start to reach your hands back without locking out your elbows. Maybe add a little back bend. So option to take your heart up, gaze up. One more big inhale, breathe into the front of your heart. Good. Exhale, keep your clasp, hinge at your hips all the way down, fold. So hang out here for a few rounds of breath. Make sure all of your toes are facing forward. I'll say it a million times, bend your knees, bring your weight into your toes, not in your heels. Lift your butt high, lift your knuckles high, relax your neck. Take one more big in breath. Exhale, hands to your low back, release your clasp, let your arms come down, and give your head a little shake, a little nod, maybe shake out your arms a little bit. Next time you breathe in, halfway lift. So lengthen through your spine, lengthen through the back of your neck. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back, plank or modified plank. So feel free to lower to your knees. Inhale, push the ground away, strong arms, strong belly. Exhale to slowly lower down. Spider-Man Cobra, so hands out on the carpet, lift to your fingertips, elbows face straight up. Inhale, lift your heart. Shoelace side of your feet presses down. Exhale, twist to your right and dip your left shoulder a little bit. Inhale, back to center, lift your heart. Exhale, twist and dip your right shoulder down. Inhale, back through center. So one more time each direction, following your own breath. Yeah, nice job. Slow, mindful, feel whatever there is to feel. Strong through your fingers. Big deep breaths. Eventually you'll come back to center. You can hold as long as you like. Rise up and back to downward facing dog in your own time. Reconnect to your Ujjayi breath. Inhale, take your right leg to the sky. And then exhale, use your core, step your right foot all the way up to the top of your mat. Crescent lunge, so front knee over your front ankle, high on the ball of your back foot. Rise when you're ready. So your hips are square. Imagine you're trying to pull your front hip back, your back hip forward. Tone your belly, so navel to spine connection. Lift your heart. Maybe even gaze up, reach to your fingertips. Try not to lean forward, but feel your weight nice and centered. Take one more big inhale. As you exhale, bring your hands to the ground. We'll take a twist. So left hand stays down, right arm to the sky. Strong through your legs. Twist from your center. Very nice. Breathe down into your belly. Use your exhale to twist just a little further. Take one more round. Good job. End of your exhale. Let that go. Warrior two stance. So pivot your back heel down. Your back foot is parallel to the back edge of your mat. Rise up. Right arm forward, left arm back. As you bend into your right knee, see if you can track it towards your pinky toe. Shoulders stack over hips. Hips are open, heart is open. Either gaze forward over your front hand or try closing your eyes and feel your body from the inside. Feel your breath flowing through. Next time you inhale, reach forward. So reach, 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 and then tip it over. Just your arms change. Right elbow to your right thigh or right hand towards the ground. Left arm can reach straight up, or left arm might reach forward, bicep next to your ear. Lengthen through your left side. Good. Keep wrapping your right butt cheek underneath you. Keep pressing into the outer edge of your back foot. Nice poses, you guys. Next time you breathe in, press into your feet, rise up through warrior two. Straighten your front leg, parallel your feet. Take both arms to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive down. So stick your butt out, reach your heart forward, then all the way down into your wide-legged fold. You can hang out for about 5 rounds. You can move around as much as you want to. So if there's any way you want to move and explore, go for it. Just like in our regular forward fold, try not to rock back into your heels, but instead lean forward. Lift your butt as high as you can. Exhale out your mouth at any time. Good job, everybody. All right, one last big deep breath. And then inhale to a halfway lift, fingertips on the ground. So bend your knees if needed. Walk your hands forward. Rotate your toes forward. And then step your back foot forward. Forward fold, top of your yoga mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Root through your feet, lead with your heart, reverse swan dive all the way up, arms to the sky. Hands to heart, exhale. All right, inhale, take your arms up. This time, just a little baby back bend. So cactus or goalpost your arms, squeeze the bottom tips of your shoulder blades, curl open, gaze up. Navel to spine to protect your low back. Inhale, come back to center and find neutral. Exhale, stick your butt out, reach your heart forward all the way down. Good. Halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. Take an inhale at the top of your push-up. Come to your knees if you want to modify. Exhale, slowly lower. Let's take a Sphinx pose. So bring your forearms out in front of your body. Your elbows are just slightly out in front of your shoulders. Forearms face down, palms face down. Spread your fingers and energetically with your arms, pull back. Yeah, so lift your heart, pull back with your arms, hug in with your arms, and then draw your belly button in and up. Press down through your shoelaces. Take one more big inhale. I like to bring my chin towards my chest. Keep your heart lifted. And let it go. Bring your hands to frame your mid ribs. However you want to get there, downward facing dog. So you can come through a reverse push up. You can move through hands and knees. Back to down dog. Find your breath. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Stretch and lengthen. Use your core softly and slowly. Exhale, left foot forward, low lunge. Rise up, crescent lunge. Front knee over front ankle, ball of your back foot. So all 10 toes face forward, hips square. Energetically pull your left hip back, your right hip forward. So feel the strength in your back leg just as much as your front. Little tone in your belly to lengthen your low back, to support your low back. Heart lift. Gaze lifts. Take one more in breath. Exhale, bring your hands to the ground. Right hand stays down, or I like to just lift up to my fingertips, left arm to the sky. So twisting from your center. Imagine you're trying to drag your left hip back, but at the same time, your left knee is magnetized to your right armpit. Take one more big deep breath. Good. End of your exhale. Let that go. Set up your warrior two stance. So pivot your back heel down now. Back foot parallel to the back edge of your mat. Rise up. Front heel intersects your back arch. Bend deeply into your front knee and track it towards your pinky toe. Knee stacked over your ankle. So if you need to, widen your stance a little bit. Either gaze forward or close your eyes and feel your body from the inside. Feel your shoulders stacked right over your hips. Take one more round. Next time you inhale, reach forward as far as you can. Reach. And the only thing that has to change is your arms. Left elbow to left thigh or left hand towards the ground, right arm towards the sky. You might also reach your right arm forward, bicep next to your ear, lengthen through your right side. Everybody imagine your heart is trying to look up. So see if you can adjust to let your heart look up just a little bit more. Big, deep breaths. One more spacious, full body breath. Inhale, come back to warrior two. Straighten your front leg, parallel your feet. Arms to the sky, breathe in. Exhale, hands to the ground, so slowly dive down. Wherever you want to go for about 5 rounds of breath. So feel free to explore or play. Feel free to just stay and breathe. Good. Notice whatever there is to notice. Feel whatever there is to feel. Last couple of rounds. Next, inhale, halfway lift, fingertips on the ground. So bend your knees if needed. Walk your hands forward, rotate your toes forward and step forward, fold. Lift halfway as you breathe in. Exhale, let it go. Root through your feet, rise up, arms to the sky, big stretch, breathe in. Hands to the heart, exhale. Inhale, take your arms up. This time, we'll take a side body stretch. So grab your left wrist with your right hand. Side body stretch up and over to the right with your upper body, but send your hips to the left. More weight in your left foot. You can reach your right toes out to the right if you'd like. Breathe into your left side. Huge, powerful breath. One more. Back to center, both feet on the ground. Switch your grip, grab your right wrist, and then other side with your exhale. Like a crescent moon shape with your body. Breathe into your right side, right ribs, right waistline. Soft through your face, one more round. Back to center, inhale. And as you exhale, swan dive down. Lift halfway, breathe in. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step back to plank. Inhale at the top, push the ground away, come to your knees if you want to modify. Exhale, lower. Inhale, baby cobra. So stay low, use the strength in your back body to lift your chest. Roll your shoulders back and down, point your elbow tips back, and with your hands, imagine you're trying to drag your body forward. So push down and pull back. Back of your neck is long, gaze slightly down. Press down through your pelvis and shoelaces. One more inhale. Exhale, let it go. Press up to tabletop. And then back to a child's pose. You can take your knees out wide if you want to. You can bring your knees together as you want to, or just somewhere in between. So feel what feels best for you. Sit back and take some big, deep breaths. So you can just let the ground hold all of your weight. So just relax, maybe sigh out your mouth. All right, rise up. tabletop position, hands and knees. So knees, hips width distance apart, and then spread your fingers really wide and push into the ground with your hands. So find strength through your arms, draw your belly button in and up so you feel a connection to your center. Take your right arm forward and your left leg back, spinal balance. So get long, strong, and powerful. Take one more inhale to reach. As you exhale, elbow to knee, slow motion. Inhale, long, strong, and powerful. Lengthen like you're moving through honey. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach, lengthen. Last time, exhale, curl in, hollow out. Inhale, reach. Now exhale, set your right hand down. Pivot on your right knee so your right foot comes out to the side of your mat like a little kickstand. And then left arm to the sky. Yeah, good. So open up into a modified side plank. You can stay here, or you can set your left foot down at any time. Take your left arm forward at any time. Or final option would be bend your left knee, reach back, grab hold of your left foot. Kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot. See if you can let your heart look up at the sky. See if you can spread your left toes. Take one more big breath. End of your exhale, slowly let it go. Come back to hands and knees. And then from your hands and your knees, take about 3 clockwise circles with your hips. So all the way around as big as you can. Slow, deep breath. And then after about 3 circles, maybe 4, maybe 5, as you're ready, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, take your right leg to the sky. Exhale, pigeon pose, right shin to the top of your mat. Set your body down gently. So you want your right knee towards the outer right edge of your mat. Rather than sitting over onto your right butt cheek, you want to center your weight. Pull front hip back, back hip forward. Keep pulling your front hip back as you take your heart forward and down. If you would rather take this on your back, figure 4 with your legs. That's your modification, totally fine. Wherever you are at, your variation or your exploration of pigeon, take about 5 to 7 deep breaths. And last couple rounds, maybe open mouth exhales. Slowly start to lift your upper body. And we'll take it back to a 3-legged dog. So plant your hands, curl your back toes under, push into the ground, right leg back and up, give it a nice little shake out. Option if you would like to flip your dog as a counter pose. So right foot comes down behind you, right arm reaches forward, heart forward, lift your hips. If you're in the back bend, one more big deep breath. And then everybody back to down dog. So both feet on the ground, both hands on the ground, walk it out. Set your knees down, take a moment, either child's pose or if you'd rather, hero's pose. So just seated kneeling position. Take a moment to slow down your breath if it's sped up, to bring it back if you've lost track of it. Wherever you are at, just noticing what's flowing through you. About 2 or 3 more rounds. And we'll meet on our hands and our knees, tabletop position. So especially if you have sensitive wrists, spread your fingers really wide, push into the ground with your hands, strong shoulders, strong through your chest muscles, even your pectorals. Draw your belly button in and up. It almost feels like you're puffing up through your low back. And then left arm forward, right leg back, spinal balance. Rather than gazing forward, gaze down. Keep drawing your belly button up. Take one more big inhale, long, strong, and powerful. Exhale, elbow to knee, curl in, hollow out. Inhale, lengthen like you're moving through honey, so slow. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. One more time, exhale, hollow out, empty out. Inhale, reach. And then this time, set just your left hand down. Pivot on your left knee so your left foot comes out, the outside of your mat. Go back behind you and then right arm to the sky. So open up. See if you can press your hips forward. If you want to modify, right foot can come down, no big deal. Otherwise, right foot is lifted, right leg is strong. Option to take your right arm forward, lengthen, stay here, or final option, bend your right knee, reach back. Once you've got hold of your foot, start to kick and pull. See if you can let your heart look up towards the sky. Breathe, soften your face. One more huge breath. And then end of your exhale, let it go. Hands and knees. And then from hands and knees, take about 3 rounds of counterclockwise hip circles. So all the way around. And then after about 3 rounds, no rush, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg to the sky, lengthen. Exhale, pigeon pose, left shin to the top of your mat. Set your body down. The left knee towards the outer left edge of your mat. Pull your left hip back, right hip forward. So you're supporting yourself here with what's called muscle energy, that hugging in. You're building the integrity of the pose. Keep pulling your left hip back like there's a rope pulling back on your left butt cheek. Take your heart forward and down. And then just big, deep breaths. Soften your face, your jaw. Take about 3 or 4 more big breaths. Side out your mouth at any time. End of your next exhale. Begin to lift your upper body. And we'll take it back to a three-legged dog. So plant your hands, spread your fingers, tuck your back toes. You're gonna push down, take your left leg back and up, gently shake it out. And then option if you want to flip your dog. Left foot comes down behind you. Left arm reaches forward, heart forward. Lift your hips. Breathe down into your belly. One more huge breath. End of your exhale, downward facing dog. So both hands, both feet on the ground. Walk it out for a moment. And then bring your knees down. Rest in a child's or a hero's pose one more time. So sit back, hips to heels, sitting up tall or forehead resting down on your mat. Just close your eyes. See if you can just go inward and notice what's present for you. So not thinking about what you have to do later today. Not thinking about what happened earlier today, but just being right here in your body with your breath. Simply noticing. Wherever you're at, one more big inhale. And then sigh it out your mouth. Ah. Or meet, I should say, on hands and knees. And then just cross your ankles behind you. Sit back over your heels. Take your legs either forward. So I'm going to give you a few options. We're going into a forward fold. So you can either have your legs extended forward, or you can bring your feet together, knees wide, or you can take a wide-legged straddle position with your legs. So choose whichever one of those you feel would be most beneficial for you, and then sit up as tall as you can. If your legs are extended, flex your toes back. If you're pressing your feet together, press your heels especially. Sit up really tall. If it's hard to sit up tall, this might be right where you stay. Perfect. Otherwise, reach your arms up. As you exhale, like you're diving down, lead with your heart, hinge at your hips. When you can't go any further, you can let everything go. So let your back round, let your hands come down. If your legs are extended, press down as much as you can through the backs of your heels and the backs of your thighs. Everybody reach your butt back, your heart further forward. Use your breath. Good. Take about 3 more. Take your next exhale all the way to the very bottom, and then end of your exhale, slowly start to roll up. Head comes up very low. And then from wherever you are at, just bring your legs out in front of you for a moment. You might give them a little shake out. You can set your hands back behind you. And then feet on the ground with your knees bent, feet mat width distance apart. Roll your shoulders back and down. Lift your heart up. Inhale. Exhale. Let both knees fall to the right and maybe gaze over your left shoulder. Inhale back through center. Keep your feet nice and wide. Exhale, knees go left, gaze to the right. Work your right knee forward and down. Yeah, inhale back to center. I like to flex my toes and work the pose. Go back and forth a few more times. This is super therapeutic if you go slow and you really feel into it, really mindful. Feel your hips and your low back. And then come back to center. Bring your feet hips width distance apart. So bring them in a little bit. Your heels either right, straight down from your knees, or just a little bit in front of your knees. Turn your fingers to face your hips. So spin your fingers towards your body. Press down, spread your fingers and press down, especially in the thumb and index. Roll your shoulders back and down, puff up your chest, lift your heart. Stay here or press into your hands, especially thumbs and index, press into your feet, especially inner edge, lift your hips, hug in with your inner thighs. Rather than letting your head just fall and collapse back, you might extend back with strength in the sides of your neck. Don't let your shoulders roll forward. Keep hugging in with your inner thighs. One more inhale, lift. Nice job. Exhale, bring it back down. And then all the way onto your back, nice and easy. Once you are there, hug your knees in and just a gentle rock from side to side. Give your low back a little massage against the ground. And then keep your right knee drawn in. Extend your left leg straight out in front of you and just set it on the ground. Moving into a twist. Reach your right arm out to the right. Scoot your hips over to the right just a little bit and then roll onto your left side. Gaze up or over your right shoulder and try to keep the back of your right shoulder rooted down. If it lifts up, that's okay, but just have the intention of keeping the back of your right shoulder on the ground. And if you'd rather take a different variation of a twist, please feel free. Breathe down into your belly. Take about 3 more breaths, softening with your exhales more and more. End of your next exhale, roll back onto your spine. So just back to neutral spine. Keep your left leg extended and draw your right knee all the way up towards your right armpit. So hands around the front of your shin if possible, and then squeeze in and up. Right knee towards your right armpit. And then half happy baby with your right leg. So sole of your right foot faces the sky. Grab hold. Elbow inside your knee. Elbow inside your knee, and then knee to the outside of your ribs. Pull down with your arm. Press up through your heel. One more breath. And then release your right leg. Take it out next to your left leg. Full body stretch. Really long. Very huge inhale. And if your ribs lift a lot, see if you can press down through the backs of your ribs just a little bit. Feel more into a neutral spine. One more inhale. Exhale, draw your left knee up towards your belly. And move into your twist on this side. So left arm out. Scoot your hips to the left, roll over onto your right side. Maybe gazing over your left shoulder or just gazing straight up. Make sure your breath is still moving down into your belly. So if you need to, put just a little bit of gentle effort behind your breath. About 2, maybe 3 more rounds on this side. And then back to center. So roll onto your back again. Hug your left knee up towards your left armpit. Squeeze. And then half happy baby when you're ready. So switch out your legs. Yeah. Pull down with your arm, elbow inside your knee. Flex your toes, press up through your heel as you pull down with the strength in your arm. Try to keep a neutral spine, backs of your shoulders, backs of your hips rooted as best you can. One more breath. Release, full body stretch. So arms long, legs long. One more time, reach through fingertips, reach through toes. Huge inhale, press down through your back ribs. And exhale, draw your knees in, gently rock. If you want to, you can take a full happy baby. If there are any other poses or stretches or movements that you want to take just to complete your own practice, give yourself a few rounds of breath to move through any of those. And then slowly start your transition into your final relaxation, your final resting pose. So eventually either corpse pose, legs extended, arms out by your side, or any other position that will let you relax and let go. Whenever you're ready, just close your eyes, let go of any control or efforting of your breath. Let your muscles just relax and soften. Your body just be held by the ground, like gravity take hold. And just give yourself these last few moments, not to do anything at all, not to fix or change or control, but to simply just be, to simply just rest, to simply just feel. Shavasana. Take a deep breath down into your belly. And then exhale, let it go. And start to wiggle through fingers and toes. You give yourself a little temple massage or forehead massage. As you're ready, roll to either side, fetal position. Just take a moment resting there. Just feeling your side body against the ground, breathing into your back body, letting yourself be held fully just a little bit longer. Using your arms, start to guide yourself up. Right back where we began, seated meditation. So sit up nice and tall, close your eyes, and gather your hands to your heart. And just bow your head to your heart. Acknowledge yourself for taking time out of your day to slow down, to pay more attention, to be more present, to connect to your body and your breath in a deeper way. Thank you for letting me guide you. Namaste. All right, my friends. Thank you. Thank you.